Hey guys, Probo1701 here, and today we're going to talk about the 12th Doctor, Peter Capaldi. And my question to you is what do you think is the 12th Doctor's weakest series between series 8, 9, and 10? Now I'm not gonna really get into Christmas specials because the way his lineup are kind of weird. Just looking at the episodes in each series, I think the weakest for me is a very easy choice, and that it's Series 9. I don't think Series 9 is a strong series overall. Now, it has Heaven Sent in it. Yes, Heaven Sent is great. Heaven Sent is a masterpiece. Heaven Sent is one of those Doctor Who episodes that's a true joy to see. It's magnificent. You can't sit here and tell me you love Series 9 just because of Heaven Sent, though. I mean, you might, but you can't sit here and tell me it's objectively a great series just because of one story and it's good. That'd be like people saying Series 17 is amazing simply because or people saying Season 17 is simply amazing because it has City of Death in it. The City of Death is great. Doesn't mean you're going to like all of Season 17. I'm still waiting on mine, so it remains to be seen. But Series 9 also has the Before the Flood, Under the Lake two-parter, which I really enjoy. It's another one of those that I liked it the first time I watched it, but on rewatches I've also grown to love it even more. It's a really good story. I really enjoyed the time mechanics of it. I like Doctor Who stories that get the time mechanics of things right and gets time travel right. I really love when stories do that. City of Death does that really well. So I really enjoyed that. And I actually enjoy Sleep No More. I rewatched it earlier this year, and it's odd because the first time I watched it, I had hated it. But I had a lot of stuff going on at the time this series originally aired. Could be part of it too. I think it was right when I was going through a breakup, I think. Right around then. Right up in there. But Sleep No More I found on rewatch I really liked. It's not executed perfectly, but it's got two really neat ideas in it that I don't know if they needed to be in the same story, but I liked the found footage idea. That's pretty neat, especially how the found footage concept ties into the story. It's really well executed and really well written. And then I like the creature. I like the fact that the creature is just asleep in the corner of your eye. That's fascinating. I love when Doctor Who takes such a simple concept and somehow manages to make it scary or terrifying. That's neat. I like that. So I enjoyed that. I actually enjoyed my rewatch of that. But then you have others in it, like most of these other two-part stories. Like, I think the Dalek story at the beginning is probably the weakest Dalek story we've ever gotten. It has moments in it. I love Missy. And Missy with Clara is great. I always love Michelle Gomez as Missy. I just wish we'd gotten more of her because I feel some of the stories she's in aren't the best stories. But she's always great. She's such a good Missy. So I enjoyed that. I love her relationship with Clara. The Doctor and Davros. I really like the part at the beginning with Kid Davros. That's ingenious. That's a really neat opening for the season and for the story. It just doesn't live up to it. And then some of the scenes between the 12th Doctor and Davros are really, really good. Really good until, the ending reveals it's all a fake out and Davros is twirling his evil mustache. And, Moffat having a pretty decent idea that he craps on. That and the 12th Doctor and Davros' chairs. I guess it's supposed to be funny, but I just think it's stupid. Especially since that's his life support chair. It's dumb. So yeah, that one falls flat. The The Girl Who Lived, The Girl Who Died two-parter, I don't like. I like the scene with the David Tennant flashback with the I'm the Doctor and I Save People. That's a cool scene, but I can watch that scene on YouTube. The whole story, especially as a two-parter, it's just uninteresting. I guess I could get the concept, but I don't like it. I just don't like it. The Saigon Inversion two-parter puts me to sleep. I just find it uninteresting. It's nice to see Kate back and Osgood back, but I just think the story is a snoozer. Yes, the speech at the end is fantastic, but again, I can watch the speech on YouTube. I just find Series 9 weak, and I just find the Saigon two-parter too long. That should have been one episode. I think you could have done that in one episode and made it interesting, especially with the speech capping it off. As 2 episodes, it just feels like filler and boring, and a lot of stuff that's supposed to be shocking that's not shocking at all. Oh, the cop with Kate was a Saigon. No kidding. But look, that other Clara was a Saigon. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, it's just really not interesting. Face the Raven, still don't buy it. Love the ending when Clara dies. I'm a huge fan of Clara dying. That's great. Especially, I do like the fact that she dies because of her own, she gets her own comeuppance. She tries to play the doctor one too many times, and it gets her killed when she should have just consulted the doctor. So that's neat, and I find that well done. But just the episode itself, aside from the ending, I don't really care for it. Although I also do like the doctor's speech at the end to Isildur or me or whatever her name is. No, the doctor's not here. You have to deal with me now. You find the universe is a very small place when I'm mad at you. I love that. That little speech at the end is good. Capaldi, when he's not in the mood when Capaldi's not having any of it, he's not having any of it, and I'm always there for that. But yeah, I just find it, and there may be. I'm trying to remember. I feel like there's a two-parter I'm missing somewhere. But yeah, most of it just drags. I just don't care for it. Whereas, his other two seasons are hit or miss. Series 8 has Mummy on the Orient Express, which I love, and Flatline, which I love, and Deep Breath, which I really enjoy. Into the Dalek, which I think is really good. Robots of Sherwood, which is a fun romp. It has a lot of good stories. I mean, it has the clunkers. It has Listen, which is garbage. It has In the Forest of the Night, which is garbage. It has Kill the Moon, which is in the runnings for worst Doctor Who episode ever. And then the finale is uninteresting. It's not bad, it's just uninteresting. But then it also has Time Heist, and I love Time Heist. So then it also has The Caretaker, and I don't like The Caretaker. I'm not a big Danny Pink fan, really. So it's really a mixed bag. Season 10, the Monk trilogy, especially, I liked episode 1 of the Monk trilogy, but the second, third episodes I think are garbage. Eaters of Light is garbage, which is frustrating because it was written by a classic Who writer, and I like Survival, but it's just, I probably need to rewatch Eaters of Light to be fair. But when I was watching it, I didn't like it. It deserves a rewatch. I've only watched it the one time. And I feel like there's another one in that season that I don't like. I can't think of it off the top of my head. The pilot was pretty good. I can't remember what episode 2 was, but I liked episode 2. I just don't remember what it was. I don't remember it. I like Thin Ice. Thin Ice is really good. That's probably my second favorite Capaldi story. I love Thin Ice. Trying to remember what else in that season. Smile, that's right. Smile was episode 2. I like Smile. It's fun. I didn't think you could do an emoji episode and make it work, but it does. I forget all of the episodes in the season off the top of my head, but I like Series 10 for the most part. And then, of course, The Doctor Falls is good. That two-parter, World Enough Time and The Doctor Falls, is magnificent, which I really, really like it. It's interesting, once again, you kind of learn that the Doctor's companions, there's a real danger to them, and that's another example of it. So yeah, I'd say Series 9 is the weakest for me. So what do you think? What do you think is Capaldi's weakest series as the Doctor? What do you think is his strongest? It's really hard for me to pick between Series 8 and 10 on which one's the strongest. Although I like Capaldi's portrayal of the Doctor the best in Series 10. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. I always enjoy hearing from you guys. Other things to do, click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications so you never miss out on another video. I also have a Patreon if you like what I do and would like to contribute to what I do. There is a link to my Patreon in the description below. A shout out to my top tier patron, the Fifth Doctor. Really, really appreciate him. He was my first one to select my top tier, which I really appreciate. And a thank you to all of my other patrons as well. I appreciate all of you. And a thank you to all of my subscribers as well. Really enjoying watching the channel grow. It's really grown quite a bit this year. I appreciate that. If you are interested in my Patreon, there are a couple polls that should just be closing if you want to check that out. If you're interested, but I will be doing more polls in January for classic Doctor Who stuff to review and modern Doctor Who stuff to review. So I'm going to try to do 1 or 2 polls a month. That's my goal for next year, at least a couple polls a month for reviews that I'll be doing on the channel and reviews that will be exclusive to my patrons. So check that out if there's anything there to interest you. My entry level tier is only $2 a month. Most importantly though, thank you for watching.